As Days of Our Lives heads into the fall, the tone of the show becomes heavier, more dramatic, and filled with explosive emotions that ripple through Salem. One of the most compelling shifts begins with Rachel. She's still just a child, but in Salem, children often grow up fast, especially when they're caught between parents as volatile as Kristen and Brady. Rachel's behavior begins to move past normal childhood rebellion into something more dangerous, more unsettling, and harder to control. It becomes clear that she has absorbed not only her parents' ongoing feud but also some of Kristen's darker tendencies. As she spirals, her actions create havoc that no one can simply brush aside. Brady feels helpless trying to steer her in the right direction, while Kristen feeds into Rachel's manipulative streak, convinced she's grooming her daughter to be strong. The result is a powder keg of emotions that could lead to Rachel hurting herself, hurting others, or pushing her parents into battles neither of them is prepared to handle. While Rachel's turmoil plays out, Chad's world is far from calm. Being a DiMera always comes with power struggles, but this time his conflicts cut deeper than business politics. He's a man who has endured heartbreak before, and now he's struggling to keep hold of the family he's built with Stephanie while still navigating the ruthless world his last name ties him to. Every decision he makes feels like a fight, whether it's defending his children, protecting Stephanie, or going head-to-head with other DiMeras. These battles aren't just boardroom wars or verbal clashes. They take on a personal edge that forces Chad to question how much he's willing to sacrifice to hold on to the life he wants. The fights begin to bleed into his relationships, testing his ability to balance love and loyalty with survival in a family that thrives on betrayal. As all of this unfolds, Salem's hospital becomes ground zero for a shocking and terrifying ordeal. What should be the safest place in town, a sanctuary of healing, instead transforms into a scene of horror. Whether it's a sudden medical emergency that spirals out of control, a violent act within its walls, or a sinister plot that brings danger to the patients and staff, the hospital quickly becomes the focal point of fear and chaos. Families who come looking for help are met with crisis, and the ripple effect spreads through Salem as lives hang in the balance. The scenes in the hospital aren't just about one person's fate. They draw in multiple characters, binding their stories together through tragedy, shock, and fear of what's to come. When all of these threads come together, the fall season feels like a storm sweeping across Salem. Rachel's descent threatens to tear apart Brady and Kristen while putting her in grave danger. Chad is locked in conflicts that could cost him dearly in love and loyalty, and the hospital's storyline injects a chilling, high-stakes edge into the season.